Hello everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the North America. Welcome to the cold country, Canada. So for those who just arrived, welcome to Canada, guys. And for those who just planning to come, good luck. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you all about step-by-step to do upon arrival in Canada as an international student. So, prepare for arrival, of course. New COVID restrictions or requirements for air travel from China, Hong Kong, and Macau as of January 5th at 12 a.m. in the morning EST time. All air travelers 2 years of age and older arriving from People's Republic of China, Hong Kong, and Macau must show a negative COVID-19 test result taken no more than 2 days before their departure to the airline in order to board their flight. So yun ang bagong restrictions ngayon sa COVID, about COVID, but only Macau, China, and Hong Kong. Now, Philippines is not included. So, Philippines is okay. Study in Canada. Canada is a progressive, warm, and welcoming nation. So, we are a multicultural society with 2 official languages, English and French. So, getting to Canada, there are plenty of ways to get into the Canadian soil. Get into Canada. Like international student is the very easiest way to get into Canada. Just a warning though, you may never want to leave after that. Now, how early you arrive in Canada before you start studying? There is no set time frame for you to arrive in Canada before you begin your studies. You should just arrive to give yourself a reasonable amount of time to prepare before you start studying. You are not allowed to work on or off campus until you begin your study. Take note this, guys. When you arrive in Canada, you'll meet a border services officer, of course. You will make sure you meet some basic requirements to enter Canada. So you should have this. You must have a valid travel document, such as passport, have the port of entry, letter of introduction, the visa office sent you when they approve your study permit. So this letter contains or has a permit reference numbers. This is very important document, which we use or the border officer used to issue your study permit. So that's very important, guys. Have a copy of a valid letter of acceptance from your school. Have letters of reference or any other documents the visa office told you to bring. Have a valid electronic travel authorization or a valid visitor visa, temporary resident visa. Also have enough money for you to stay. So the amount you will need can vary. It depends on such things, how long you will stay, and whether you will stay in a hotel, wow, rich, or with friends or relatives. Also be in a good health. Also have no criminal or immigration related convictions. And also convince an immigration officer that you have ties such as a job, home, financial assets, or family that will take you back to your home country. You will leave Canada at the end of your visit. Have a valid immigration medical exams results if you needed one. So your valid exam is valid for 12 months only. From the day you get it, it must be valid the day you enter Canada, guys. If your exam will expire before you enter Canada, you will need to get another medical exam. So these are very important when you get into the airport, or when you get in, touchdown to the airport and meet the border officer in the custom. Next, if you need proof you entered Canada, your school or training facility may need you to prove you entered Canada. So if you need a proof of entry, please making sure a border services officer stamps your passport before leaving the Canadian custom. Double check before you're leaving the guy. Make sure he stamped your passport that you are authorized to enter. So you are entering into the Canadian soil now. What's next? You have 6 things to do upon arrival in Canada as an international student, guys. So these are very important things to do before you do anything else. If you are an international student relocating to Canada anytime soon, keeping up all the statutory documents, processes, and policies can be a bit overwhelming. So to help you cross off some important steps upon your arrival in Canada, here's a list of some things you need to do. Number 1, accommodation. Yung titirhan nyo. Sourcing for your accommodation can be tasking, but here are a few things you should know. You have the choice. You have the choice of staying on campus or off campus. But whatever the case, you can easily secure a booking online ahead of your arrival in Canada. One way to save cost and to familiarize yourself with your university as well will be to stay on campus for the first year. Ito lang yung mga gustong mag-stay sa dorm or on campus dorm. Yung mga hindi masyadong mapera-pera, nagre-rent sila ng mga room or room for rent, something like that, close to the school. So these are also only a choice if you go on campus staying. So during that time, you can make new friends, get used to the environment, and get used to the weather, and settle in easily. After your first year, you can choose to look for a preferable alternatives off campus, and you can now rent apartment if you can, if you have more money and all that, you can rent an apartment and share with your classmates and all that. So let's say 1-bedroom apartment is 1,200, something like that, and you are 5 classmates, and then you guys can share divided by 1,200 divided by 5 classmates and all that. So makatipid ka na. At least may decent kayong inuuwian. Next is social insurance number, SIN. You do not need to pay an application fee to get you SIN. All you need to do is fill out an application form and submit it together with the mandatory documents. Mandatory documents, those are your passport with study permit and visa and all that. So bring all those to get your social insurance number. Social insurance number will be valuable to you when looking for part-time jobs and opening a Canadian bank account. It is essential that you get your SIN upon your arrival to Canada. That's the first document that you need to get it, guys. The SIN. You cannot apply for a bank account without a SIN. So SIN is number 1 to get to settle in. Next is a provincial identity card. Provincial identity card used and placed for like a driver's license. Well, if you have a driver's license, I guess that's another identity card you have yourself. And also another thing is your passport is good enough as identity card. And also that is another supporting documents when you apply for a bank account. Right? So you should also try to get this as soon as you arrive in Canada. Next is basic kitchen amenities, utensils. In the event that is on the tight budget, of course you don't have much money for that time, you arrive in Canada late, some quick and handy items you may need to include is a spoon, fork, knife, biscuits, tea, spreads, and other items that can be used to make a quick dinner or breakfast before heading out to the next day. So these items can come in handy, guys, especially when you're venturing into new terrain. So, and also another tips to buy these utensils, kitchen utensils, are it's a dollar store. It's more cheaper than the regular stores here in Canada. Next is health insurance. Each Canadian provinces has its own healthcare system. It is advisable for students to seek health insurance when they come into Canada. Healthcare insurance for international students usually lasts up to 12 months. During this period, students have access to free healthcare services. Most universities provide private healthcare insurance packages to international students, and if students are interested in this, they can register for it. So either way, students can contact the International Students Office for more information on how to secure health insurance upon arrival in Canada. Guys, basic tips. Before you leave your home country, make sure to pack a basic medicines like for headache, nausea or something like dizziness meds, or diarrhea meds like diatabs or Imodium. Basic needs, a basic medication. Pack those things, guys, because it will help you a lot. Sometimes maybe you can you're having trouble inside the plane, you're having a stomach problem and all that, so you have your handy, right? And also headache, may headache pills and all that, and for runny nose pills or runny nose or colds medication and all that. Just pack let's say about a tablet, something like that. Do not pack too much because the immigration will confiscate all those things, guys. Just few of them to secure yourself for basic needs like and all that, for emergency purposes ba. Next is getting a bank account. One of the first things you would need upon your arrival to Canada will be a bank account. So this way your parents can send you money and you can keep up with payments and other expenses. So some popular banks in Canada includes like CIBC, RBC, Bank of Montreal, BMO, and Scotiabank. I am a loyal of Scotiabank, guys, ever since, among others. So if you are coming to Canada with foreign currency, it is advisable to change this at the bank rather than at the airport, because its better exchange rates are given to the bank. To know more about your options as an international student, it is advisable to speak with your financial consultant upon your arrival in Canada. Wow. Financial consultant. Rich. Okay, so interested in working as a student in Canada. Okay, so you got your accommodation, you got your SIN number, you got your bank account, you got your identity card, and what else? Interested in working as a student in Canada? International students are often eligible for part-time work. Generally, international students can work off campus up to 20 hours per week. Wages or salaries for work in Canada, depending on the employer and the skills required for your position. Minimum wage varies by provinces and territories and ranges from $13 to $16 per hour. So Canadian currency and banking, Canada's currency is the Canadian dollar. It's available in $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, $50 bill, and $100 paper bill. Canadian coins circulates as 5 cents, they call it nickel, 10 cents, they call it dime, 25 cents, they call it quarter, $1, they call it loonie, $2, they call it toonie. So, that's all, folks. Hope this will help and good luck to your new journey here in Canada. So, mag-aral lang mabuti at huwag magbulakbol. Joke. Okay guys, bye for now. Thanks for watching.